How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Software Inc., welcome back to Hard Mode, and welcome back to Nerdrasoft. We are gearing up to release Soundscape 4 in July of 2015. It is currently February 2015, and not only are we gearing up for Soundscape 4, we're also going to be releasing Roller Coaster 5's Retro Pack in June of 2015. It has just gone into beta, and it has just started marketing. I've just got done announcing the release date, and immediately it has 124,000 people following it. So let's get marketing hyping this to make sure that people are interested. And let's take a look, just to remind ourselves how well it's doing. It has 3 million active users. It has made $159 million. Its add-on, the first add-on, did $16 million and is still making a considerable amount of money. Roller Coaster 5, in fact, is now our third most profitable piece of software in our relatively long, 35-year history of this company, which is a pretty big deal when you consider that this hasn't even been out for a year. So I think there's a solid chance that, like I said in the last episode, it could take over that first place spot, but we'll keep an eye on it and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping for good things, to be honest, with Soundscape 4. Soundscape 3 was good. It was ordinary, but it didn't make a profit, which is a little bit disappointing. Sniffer 3 as well is something that didn't end up making a profit either, but to be fair, I'm pretty sure these guys may have suffered a little bit because I don't know that we ever ported them to, well, yeah, it could get ported to some popular systems, but I think we'll leave it for now. What I think I'm most interested in doing is just making sure that things like Roller Coaster 5 are on all of the popular systems, and it very much is. There are a couple of systems there from December 2013 that I'm not really against porting it to. 200,000 active users is pretty good. Commander Stabby Face 2, for example, we could potentially look at porting that to a couple of systems. There's, what's that, about 5 million or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million, about 6 million active users for that, which would be kind of amazing as well. So let's, I guess we'll set up that port for those as well, and we'll see what happens. But we are, I think, going to prioritize the Roller Coaster port down there at the bottom. And then we already have a port job for Commander Stabby Face 2. I think what we'll do, though... why am I porting Sniffer? I've just... oh, wait. Hold on a minute. Am I porting the original Sniffer? Hold on a minute. Cancel that. Sniffer 3. We need to port that to... is it already on? No, Nerdrasoft Universe 1. So release dates. We need to port it to Nerdrasoft Universe 1. And I think I will probably port it to this as well, but we'll port it to those two things, and we'll pause that task. And Soundscape 3, I don't think we can port that to Nerdrasoft Universe 1, but we can port it to... well, we don't need to port it to anything, because obviously... and same with Soundscape 2. Well, we'll keep that Soundscape 2 port there. We're not necessarily going to run it, because the third one, or the fourth one, is coming out in just a couple of months' time. But regardless, I'm hoping for good things. In essentially no time at all, we are above 1 million followers on the Retro Pack for Roller Coaster 5, so I have a feeling that we might see a considerable amount of money. I think we were also robbed. Yeah, we absolutely were. Let's restore that furniture real quick, and I guess let's go ahead and see just how crazy this Retro Pack is going to be. And so now it is June of 2015. It is a rainy summer's day, but we are gearing up to release the Retro Pack for Roller Coaster 5, which has 3.3 million followers and climbing. So that's kind of wild. There's only 2.5 million active users. There's 3.8 million units sold. So that's not bad. That's really not bad at all. I can't really complain about that. I'm thinking we're potentially going to see a lot here. I have gone ahead and we are up to 750,000 copies in stock for this, which I think is going to be relatively important. I think that's going to be kind of a big deal, so we'll see how that ends up going. Hopefully very well. But I think at this point, what we do, given that it is already June and it already has all the followers it's going to have, is we're going to just release this and it's 5 stars across the board. The marketing budget for this, $75,000, of course. We will prioritize that and we'll just see what happens. I'm going to stop marketing the previous pack, and to be quite honest, I'm tempted to just make another one. I'm very tempted to just make another expansion and see what happens, because when it comes down to it, Roaster Coaster 6, if we look here, it is a little bit of a ways away, right? It's not, you know, they're not even working on another Commander Stabby Face right now. Roaster Coaster 6 is looking at November 2017, so there's a couple of years before we have a sequel. So I think we could probably get 1 or 2 more expansions in there in that time. So let's get another expansion going. We've had the Majestic Pack, we've had the Retro Pack, we could do the Jumbo Pack, the Bonus Pack, the Pixel Pack. The Pixel Pack's kind of fun. I do like that. RC5 : Pixel Pack. Pixel Pack is fun to say. And if you don't have a good thing, a windshield on your microphone, Pixel Pack is going to be terrible for plosives. You don't like plosives from Pixel Pack. I'm going to stop saying that because it's getting really annoying. Right. On this one, let's go all in on 3D. So we'll not do any 2D stuff this time around. And we'll just go for like something, well, we don't actually have to, we are going to have some wasted stuff there actually. We could bring this down a little bit. We could do some gameplay updates, I think would be a really good idea. Some story updates would be a really good idea. We do want this to have 100% expected interest though. So let's throw this in here as well. And that brings us up to 97%. I'd like it to be a little bit better than that, though. I'm going to be honest. It needs a little bit more of a gameplay push, but I think that's fine. Let's just take the 2D team off of this because there is no 2D work this time around, and we'll add the 3D teams. So 3D teams 2 and 1, and then we want to go here, take out the 2D teams and add the 3D teams, and that should be fine. That should be okay in terms of tech levels. I guess we could use Soundscape 3 if we wanted to. We could use tech level 2012, do something more advanced with this. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. We would be paying some royalties, I would imagine, but might not be a terrible idea, to be quite honest. We might maybe want to do that. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. License costs. Ooh, how much do I have to pay per month? $178,000 per month. Ugh. That's more than I'd like, but okay. And the 3D editor on this, I think I am going to use this. It's going to be $178,000 per month for these guys, but it's less than a year of development, so I think we can afford that. And honestly, I think it's 0% royalties, so yeah, it's just an upfront fee. That's fine. Let's just go for it, I guess. Let's RC5 Pixel Pack, $20, start developing. And we'll make it a priority as well, because we want it to be done relatively quickly. So now, we kind of just have to sit around and wait and see how the Retro Pack does. I haven't looked at the quality, though. It is, if we sort by release date, it is outstanding. It's unavoidable marketing. Okay. All right. So, by that logic, it should make some money. Oh, now, speaking of other games, Hell Fortress 3 has just been brought forward to November 2015. So we're gonna have another release this year. We've got Soundscape 4 next month. We've got Hell Fortress 3 in November. So that's gonna be something else we can make expansions for. And I'm kind of excited about that. We also had another leader leave. Network Team 1 just lost their leader. Okay. So we'll just do a generic search for a team leader here. We'll search for Network Team 1. Compatibility isn't amazing, but I'm going to go for Vaughn Collins. Since he's 47 years old, it means he'll be with us for a little bit. And then all I need to do is Network Team 1, employees. We're looking for Vaughn right here. And you are going to be team leader. So congratulations, Network Team 1 has been sorted out. We haven't just lost another leader, have we? There are a lot of unhappy employees. There's also employees complaining every day about other teams occupying their offices, but that's because of the overlap in the shift change. Now, here's a little something I've been considering. We have these elevators back here, right? We have this guy, we have this guy. They almost never really get used. Kind of similar to these elevators back here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take these elevators out because I just don't think we need them. They don't really get, I mean, there's someone using it right now, but other than that guy, they don't really get used. So I could put stairs back here. And I think putting stairs, you know, there, for example, well, actually not there at all. I want them downstairs. So delete you, grab you, and go there, grab this one, and go there. And so now we have stairs to get up to this floor. And then, wait, did I do this? Did I do it wrong again? I did put it on the wrong floor, didn't I? Okay, let's try, you know, third time's the charm. Let's do, let's do this. Is there a window going to be in the, there's going to be a window. Okay, let's do the other one. Fourth time is going to be the charm on this. So let's go right there. And let's go right there. And then I want these guys because I want to sort of shuffle them along a little bit. Although looking at it, I feel like I need to move you to there and then grab this guy, rotate around. There's a light in the way. That's great. Get rid of the light. And there's a light in the way upstairs, apparently. Okay. Can I place it now? There we go. So that just gives us stairs the whole way up through the building. And I think that's probably a good thing. That's probably an important thing. It should hopefully deal with some of the complaints that we have about fire escapes or the lack thereof. And I'm also kind of hoping it lets my employees get around a little bit easier because they have been sort of just chilling for the most part. So hopefully that works. I'm also going to throw some vending machines down here because I think, you know, it's a pretty good idea. And also maybe some room dividers to act as, I guess, a railing around the stairs. And so hopefully we're going to see people use these. Although I'm also thinking I should probably just clone this light. That was the wrong button completely. I should probably clone this light and try and just get one there and get one there as well, so that we actually have some bright spaces down there. And also, Retro Pack, $7.2 million. How many units did it sell? Let's move you in a little bit, move this in a little bit. What are we looking at here? 626,000. So it sold pretty well, is what that tells me. It sold extremely, extremely well in its first couple of weeks. That's an expansion as well. That is kind of wild that it sold that well. We have also moved V into active development. I don't know if I pointed that out. I can't really remember, but it's sort of coming along and will hopefully do relatively well at some point. The Pixel Pack also coming along, although audio kind of suffering a little bit on that one, which is kind of odd, but fair enough. I guess at this stage, I'm just excited to see what we can do here. I mean, we have two products. Oh, I've just realized hardware has actually, oh no. So 2 products, November 2016 means that, yeah, Nerdresoft Universe 2 is, it's full steam ahead for that November 2016 release. And then Obsidian is October 2017. I don't love the idea that we're putting out budget, not even budget, like our hardware is kind of expensive, you know? Like Nerdresoft Universe 1 is $363. It's probably never going to make a profit. I think all I can really do is, you know, bring that price down to like $310. It suggests $372. What? What? It's already not selling. Why is it suggesting a higher price? I don't. Maybe there's something I don't understand about cell phones. Maybe I guess the higher price, the more premium it seems, right? I'm not increasing the price. I'm going down, and we're going down to 320. We're bringing that price down. I need more people buying that. I don't need less people buying it. It's probably never going to turn a profit anyway, so we need it to kind of do well. Thinking about it, we should also probably try to port Commander Stabby Face 2 as quickly as we possibly can, just to see if we can get any additional sales there as well. Also, looking at this, good lord, it's really nice seeing, you know, substantial profits. How's that other company doing though? Just very quickly, $950 million. What is it they do again? What do these guys make? Most recent release, they do games by the looks of it. Yeah, $265 million from an expansion is, I don't know how you do that. 8.1 million units sold. What's their most selling thing? Was this 8.1 million units for that RPG game. We should get into more games. We should make more games. We only do 3 franchises right now, although then again, the design points are pretty terrible, so we might need a better project lead than Joe Morrison, but we'll leave it be for now. We are releasing things relatively regularly. I'm not going to screw with that. The only thing I'm really, as I've said, interested in right now is Soundscape 4. I hope it releases. It's due to release this month. Hopefully it's not going to be a Morph 5. Hopefully it actually exists. Hopefully it's actually in beta and isn't, you know, sitting there kind of weirdly not in beta. What is this? What are you complaining about? You feel uncomfortable in your team. Okay, here's $40. Shut up. Okay, this is good. Soundscape 4 actually released, which means Sniffer 4 is the next project from the Tools team, aiming for January 2017, which isn't too bad. The next release is going to be Hell Fortress 3, but is it good? It's good, it's inspiring. Soundscape 3 was good and ordinary, so we might get some sales from this. Let's immediately port this to as much as we possibly can. Going to be these operating systems right here, and I guess that kind of needs to be a priority over the captain, the commander stabby face port job. So hopefully that works out. Hopefully good things happen. Does it have marketing? It's widespread. It only needs to make 5 million to break even as well, so actually we might be able to do some good with this. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to see a Soundscape product go out that's not terrible, right? That'd be kind of ideal if it wasn't awful. We'll give you a fixed rate, that's fine. And now is the moment of truth. Was Soundscape successful? 1 million. I mean, that's not bad. It's honestly not that bad. We'll do 50,000 I guess units in stock and that'll be fine. That's honestly not bad. You know, I can live with that. It's slowly potentially going to make a profit, and that's all I really need it to do. So now as we go into November 2015, Soundscape 4 has actually made some money, which is fantastic. I believe there's some updates rolling out for that as well, which is also fantastic. And I've also gone ahead and updated Bucket Green to make sure that it has modern tech levels. We're currently working on updating Morph 4 as well to make sure that it has modern tech levels. And we're still working on V and Bucket Blue and RC5 Pixel Pack. There's a lot of things we're still very much working on, but we're getting there. We're getting somewhere with all of it, which is great news. And hopefully we can start to automate things like Bucket in the not too distant future as well. I think I've mentioned it before, obviously, you know, the goal is to have Bucket go back to just numbered entries in the series. So we'll see how that goes. I don't really know why Bucket Blue, to say that I don't know why Bucket Blue is taking so long is a bit of a lie. It's almost 10 years in development. It is essentially because it's a big project, really. It's just kind of a big thing. It's not even a big project. I don't know why I said it's a big project. I'm going to be honest. It's not a huge project. It's because there's been so much work for the teams that are working on this. So let's give, what have we got? Who is working on this right now? Is it just 2D and systems? Let's give 2D Team 1 some of this as well. and I'm also going to give it back to systems, but I'm going to try something here. I'm going to give it to my porting team as well, because they all do systems. And so by giving this to my porting team, we should see some progress get made in the systems category of development on Bucket Blue, and it should move a little bit faster. At least we would hope that that's the case. I don't know if it will be the case, but hopefully enough progress gets made that this thing actually exists. Now, in other news, as I mentioned, it is November 2015. Hell Fortress 3 is due to release this month. It's not going to be the first half of the month, so I'm hoping it's going to be the latter half of the month. Hopefully in the back half, we're going to see Hell Fortress 3 go out. We can start working on expansions for that. And there it goes. It is out to the world. Hell Fortress 3 is outstanding and inspiring. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's very good. Okay. That needs ported to, I'm just going to port it to, I don't really know. I'm going to port it to anything with like 500,000 or more. We'll port it to that, and we're going to make that a priority. Commander Stabby Face 2, we're going to cancel that port job. And I guess immediately, expansion pack. So, I don't know. Oh, God, it has a different type of expansion to everything else. Let's introduce new playable characters, and we'll go sort of all in on that. Let's introduce new maps as well. Let's introduce some new sprites to bring the graphics up a little bit. Let's introduce, well, we're doing all 2D right now. Let's introduce some 3D to this to bring the story up a little bit. Which, I mean, 85% expected interest is not bad. And maybe some new guns, right? 96% with some wasted interest. I don't love that. Okay, we'll put some audio in here as well. Still some wasted interest, but you know what? We'll go all in on this. We'll just go all in. So this is, what is this? Hell Fortress. This is Hell Fortress 3. So Hell Fortress 3. I don't know what we call this. The overhaul, the massive, the super extra. I don't know what. Hell, we'll call it Hell Fortress 3 Hell Harder. That's what we're gonna call it. Hell Fortress 3 Hell Harder. Alright, that's a good name. It's going in the source, and it's all 2D, 3D, and audio for this. So essentially what we can do here is get the 2D teams, get the 3D teams, and get the audio teams on this. And then for development, it's 2D and 3D and audio, and that should be fine. 2D editor, Bucket Green, 100%. 3D editor is Morph 4, which is 2009 tech level. I'm going to use Render Premium 3. We need to update Morph 4. We are working on that as well. And the audio tool is most recent tech level Soundscape 4, I guess. Okay. Less than a year, 51% wasted interest. That's fine. Hell Fortress 3 Hell Harder. Let's get that in the design phase and hope for the best. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get that out there. I'm really curious to see how Hell Fortress 3 itself just does. I'm hoping for good things here. And I think this might mean that the Pixel Pack is the final pack for Roaster Coaster 5. There's a solid chance it might be, especially with how long the audio team is taking to do anything with this. It is taking a little bit too long for my liking, so we'll see how things go there. Bucket Blue is slowly making progress, which is fine. This Morph update is making progress, which is fine. I'm seeing people quitting, I think. That's employees complaining. Oh, it is that time of day when they will complain, I suppose. V is ready to go into beta, which is kind of a big deal. So let's just let that sit in beta for a little while, and we can eventually push some updates out for that as well. But like I said, I am most curious. What are all these complaints about? That's just people retiring. That's fine. I'm most curious right now about Hell Fortress 3, an outstanding and inspiring game. It's our first-person shooter in 4 years, and it is, in terms of quality and creativity, it is better than Hell Fortress 2. So it needs to make 2.7 million to break even. Non-binding contract, sure. It did 2.4 in the past month, so actually not as good as I would like. I'll be honest, I would have liked it to break even immediately, but that's okay. Let's start printing some copies. Let's make sure that there are 250, let's say maybe 100,000 copies. Actually, we don't need to go too crazy with it. It's not a flagship franchise, so we can't really afford to go too crazy with that one. But, you know, an expansion goes out, people might be into it. It might be a thing that they're keen for. And that's the retro pack. We can stop marketing you. I don't think people are too interested in that one anymore. So here's what I'm thinking, now that it's the end of 2015. I think we're going to release V. It's only got 61 bugs fixed, but we're just going to put it out there. And we're immediately going to try and update this to all of the modern tech levels that we possibly can. I'm just going to throw my updates teams at this as well. Nothing too crazy, just all of the updates teams can go nuts on it. They can, I'm going to let them finish the morph update first, I think, and then they can go in on this. But let's take a look at V. It is, the quality could be better, the tech levels will be fixed. The revenue cut on this, to be honest, I'm going to bring it up to like 20%. It doesn't really matter what the revenue cut is, to be quite honest, because, I mean, companies will sign it or they won't. You know, it's kind of that simple. They will sign it or they will not. But I'm thinking that because my business reputation is pretty good, we might get a lot of companies that do want to sign. So here's hoping we can get this morph update finished, maybe today. And if we can do that, we can go all in on updating V. We need 2% more on this morph update. I don't know that it's necessarily going to happen. It might. I'm not really interested in the bugs. I'm only interested in the update itself. And I do think we have some night teams working on this. I guess it doesn't really matter. It'll be fixed, you know, and finished tomorrow, which is that's fine too. So we'll see how that ends up going. The Hell Fortress 3 update is almost ready to go into alpha as well, which is pretty cool. And no one signed. No one signed my deal. That's great. that's perfect. That's just what we wanted. Not a single company has signed up to my my platform. 24 million active users, by the way. 24 million. That's actually kind of wild. There we go. Morph is done. We'll push that update out. And we'll get these guys prioritizing the V thing, because there's going to be a lot of bugs needing fixed on that as well. So we'll see how that goes. It is now 2016, though, so this year is going to be another Nerdrosoft Universe. Good old Nerdrosoft Universe 2 is, I don't know about that. Nerdrosoft Universe 1 has just done some really low sales, actually. That's quite embarrassing. I'm assuming that another phone came out or something, right? Sort by releases, console operating system, phone operating system right there. That was me, actually. No, I am the last one. All right. Yeah, people just don't like the Nerdrosoft universe, I guess, which is fair enough. It's not very good, you know? It's understandable that they don't like it. It's a little bit so, you know, it makes sense. All right, so now we are just starting Q2 2016. We have something like 47 million active users on V, which is pretty cool, to be honest. I like that a lot. We still don't have anyone signed up to use V, which is frustrating, but that's fine. That's okay. It's whatever. It's gonna happen like that. We'll have to wait a while. We can be patient. We'll see what happens. But we have moved Bucket Blue into beta at long last. After 8 years of development, it's in beta, which is a big deal. The Pixel Pack is scheduled for June 2016. It has 3 million followers, and Hell Fortress 2, Hell Harder, is coming along nicely. I'm actually going to sort of, you know, wind down the development on the Pixel Pack and see if we can't focus on getting Hell Fortress 3 Hell Harder out there a little bit sooner than later. It's an expansion pack. It shouldn't really be taking this long anyway, so we'll see if we can't maybe finish this, get it into beta, and maybe be a bit cheeky and try and release it in like the same month as the other one. I don't know, it's April, we have May, we, you know, release it in the second half of June, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Again, it's an expansion for something that's, I mean, is it making us money? It is. It's doing, you know, it's made a small profit. I think it's respectable. So, I mean, maybe we do. Let's just be cheeky about it. Let's just be cheeky about it. June of 2016, it's gonna go out there. It's that simple. We're gonna be cheeky. We'll get, you know, a press build going as well as the press release, and we can hype this as well to make sure people are interested. And we'll see what happens. We don't have to go crazy about it. It doesn't have to be anything, you know, it's just an expansion. It's an expansion for a first-person shooter. It's nothing, it's not high art. All right, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping it's good, but I'm not necessarily thinking it will be. Oh god, that's a lot of complaints. Why are we also being robbed in broad daylight? Look at these guys. Where's my security? I don't have security overnight, do I? How many servers are they taking? Oh my god. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. What the hell? Wait, what? They just took the bus. They just took like 46 servers and then got on a bus. That's actually kind of great. Okay. All right. Right. Okay. Bucket Blue. Let's check something out here. Is there a 2D editor coming out this year? There is. Final Suite in December. And there's also Print Styles 4. Oh man, I might... Wait a minute. Why? Oh no. iHome 2 is releasing in this at the same time as Nerdresoft Universe 2. Oh, okay. Okay. Bucket Blue is going out. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. We're gonna say September. We're gonna say September. It's gonna be a big year for the company. We're saying September. No one cares about the fact that this is coming out. This could be really bad for us. Let's be honest. This could be really, really bad. Let's get some hype going here too. And yeah, we'll try and support it and keep it updated. Oh man, I don't love that iHome 2 is coming out. Can I buy it? Is that a thing? If we sort by like release date, where is iHome? Where is the original? So it was 2013. It was 3 years ago. How much? Oh, they don't want to. Oh, okay. They don't want to. They don't want to sell it to me. These guys are. They're only worth 138 million. So I could buy the company. I could be really cheeky and turn these guys into a subsidiary and and do it that way. Maybe that's how I oh wow, these guys have okay. Oh man. Maybe that's what we do though. Maybe we sort of buy them out, turn them into a subsidiary, and go from there. I am going to buy that stock 100%. And then if they put any more up for sale, we'll try and take over the company. And I don't think it's going to happen before this phone comes out, but sure, we'll give this a shot and see what happens. This might be a terrible, terrible idea, but it'll be fun. I'm still $1 billion company, so it's fine. And so it's now June of 2016, so let's go ahead and release things. We have 3 million followers for the Pixel Pack on Roaster Coaster 5. Let's get it out there. It is 5 stars across the board, marketing campaign. I don't know if I want to order copies. I don't know why it's suggesting, I guess we will. We are printing this, but I'll order the copies too. 75,000 as the marketing budget, that's fine. We'll move marketing up to the top right here. We can probably, I mean, those are hype tasks, so that's fine. Hell Fortress 3 Hell Harder, 61,000 followers is not bad. Release that. Not actually as good on that right there. I don't love that, but we'll give it $75,000 as well and move it to here. So we'll see how those do. I'm hoping for good things. I'm hoping they're all right. Looking at release dates here, outstanding, widespread, outstanding, unavoidable. We need to make 3.6 million for this to break even. We need to make 1 million for this to break even. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping for some profits there. I don't know if we'll get it, but it would be nice. It is at least nice that Hell Fortress. Oh wow, Hell Fortress 2 did 68. It did 68 million. Hell Fortress 3 is nowhere near as successful. That's a little disappointing, actually. I'm now a little bit down in the dumps about Hell Fortress. I've got to be honest. Although it is kind of hard to be annoyed about that. 11.6 million. Immediately 720,000 units sold on the Pixel Pack for Roaster Coaster 5. That's not bad at all. Roaster Coaster 6, still over a year out, so we might be able, and I think we will be able. Why have we not got it? Why is there no... Where's Commander Stabby Face 2, or 3, rather, in all of this? I feel like that should be getting worked on, but I guess it isn't. Yeah, I feel like we could get another expansion. I was only planning to do... I was only going to do 3 because I wanted to switch focus to Hell Fortress 3, but I don't think we're going to have that luxury, to be honest. So I think developing another expansion for Roaster Coaster is kind of going to be the way to go. So let's make another expansion pack. I'm just going to throw everything at it because we might as well. And we'll bring the gameplay up a little bit. We'll bring the story up a little bit. 100% interest is fine. And this is going to take no time at all. So it's 2D, it's 3D, it's audio, and it's systems as well. So 2D, 3D audio systems, throw those guys at it, throw the systems teams in there as well. Audio tool for this is Soundscape 4. 3D editor is going to be Morph 4. Doesn't have the same tech level, but that's okay. And the 2D editor is Bucket Green. So that should be fine. 20 bucks is fair enough. I don't know what we call this one. I mean, it's going to be RC5, of course, but I don't... gamer add-on overhaul. So we did Pixel Pack. It was like a retro thing. Extra overhaul, massive bonus. Mega... I guess bonus pack. Maybe we go a little bit more boring in this name because it is a bonus pack. We weren't really planning on releasing this. The Super Pack. Ooh, wait, no. Isn't that like a... The Jumbo Pack. Did we do a Jumbo? I don't know. The Deluxe Pack, Extra. I think bonus pack, right? Or the app. Yeah, just let's just do RC5 bonus pack, and it will be the last one. So we'll start developing that. That should be fine. So what do? We did Majestic, Retro, and Pixel, and yeah, we're now doing the bonus pack. That's fine by me. I'm okay with that. Still 2.3 million active users, 4.7 million units sold. In terms of profits, I mean it's actually, I mean, Soundscape is there. It could potentially catch up to Soundscape. Is there anything it needs ported to? Anything we can do to help it out a little bit? We could port it to X-Friend 3, I suppose. And we'll sort of let that be a secondary priority when compared to the Hell Fortress porting there. We'll also make this a priority as well, so the designers can keep working on that. And I guess, I mean, we're in a good place, right? September's going to come around. Bucket Blue is going to go out. November is going to come around, and what are we releasing? What is it? No, it's Nerdresoft Universe. I'm not looking forward to that. I've really got to be honest. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Nerdresoft Universe 2. I want it to be good. I really do, but the fact that it's releasing alongside another company's product has me really, really concerned. I don't love that iHome 2 is coming out at the same time. That I don't like that. I mean, it's right here. The owner is, you know, these guys. If I look at their details, they're not selling any more stocks, so there's nothing I can really do there. And I don't think they're interested in... It's the only thing they've ever made. No wonder they don't want to sell it. Oh man, that's rough. It's good and visionary as well. It also made a profit with 1.1 million units sold, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have to pull some strings, I think. I hope that flops and mine wins, or wins? Mine is successful, but I don't see that happening. We probably need to extend the development cycle on our hardware. It shouldn't... I mean, it's nice that it's essentially every 2 years for a phone. Some companies manage to do every year, but I don't know that it's feasible in Software Inc., at least not with my current setup. But I suppose that's okay. We can experiment, we can expand some teams, and that is something I'm thinking of doing in the next episode. I think next time I want to get a team for some office software, which is something we haven't really touched on too much, or at all, in this series. I don't remember if we did in the last one, but it's something I do want to touch on so that Nerdrosoft can have full domination of the software market. But that is going to do us for today. That is all going to be something for next time, so thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!